First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go from the Superdome. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Olave.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have a Saints first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Past midfield to the 45. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. That one's good for 29. They'll go again here with Kamara. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Reek Woolen brings him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Kamara. He's to the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers.
A dive, and he's in. Taysom Hill, touchdown Saints. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. The ball comes out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for Olave.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down. On third down, here is Eckler. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Washington.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Look wide. Get this one complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Daniels now on 1st down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Folks, extra point is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Wilson. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. That is a big gainer for the Saints. A pickup of 44 yards. Shaheed in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Saints first down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run here with Kamara. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Here's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On first down, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The motion man here is McLaurin. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Rattler. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Mike, you can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Throwing is Rattler. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The Saints will punt this one away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. That's to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. They'll throw with Daniels. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now, folks, on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now Rattler gonna throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he will score. Jawan Johnson, touchdown Saints. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it. Saints will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. He'll get up and spike it here. And long. Throwing is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Colin Saunders getting in there to make the tackle. 3rd and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Eckler. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. Third and a yard. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. On the move past the 40. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Daniels. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. And gains nothing. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commanders first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now he'll run. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Folk now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders go up by 7. 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Again, 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards. They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. So that's a good bounce back there. They'll get this back very close to that first down marker.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Rattler. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throwing here on 3rd. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Play action. Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. What a throw. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 21.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Rattler. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Rattler. Again, working deep downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Throwing is Rattler. Shaheed with the catch.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. On second down, it's Daniel. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
Third and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Olave is the motion man. Rattler now back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, New Orleans. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
And they will finally run him down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
To throw, it's Rattler. Right back to John. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
That is caught, and he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now,
and this is going to be a touchdown, a game-tying TD here in the final minute. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.